A major hailstorm hit Paris and several cities in the Île-de-France region. A worsening rainstorm was expected in the afternoon of Saturday, May 3rd, in the capital after several days of intense heat. Several days of unseasonable heat across portions of Europe broke in spectacular fashion this weekend as a line of severe thunderstorms swept across northern France. A major hailstorm rolled through the heart of Paris on Saturday afternoon, forcing residents and tourists alike to flee the dramatic thunderstorm. Much of Europe has endured above-seasonal temperatures for the past few days as a strong ridge of high pressure settled over the region. The United Kingdom likely experienced its warmest ever start to May. Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport recorded a high of nearly 29 degrees Celsius on Thursday and 27 degrees Celsius on Friday, which was more than 5 degrees Celsius above seasonal for this time of year, according to Météo France. A cold front slid across the English Channel to start the weekend, sending temperatures plummeting in short order as it pushed over northern France. The lift of the cold front, combined with the instability of the warm air, gave rise to severe thunderstorms throughout the region, one of which made a direct hit on Paris around 4 p.m. local time Saturday. Numerous photos and videos showed a chaotic scene as drenching rains, gusty winds, and prolific hail shredded trees and pelted pedestrians as they ran for safety. A brief but impressive thunderstorm hit Paris, showering the capital with sleet up to 4 centimeters in diameter, surprising pedestrians and motorists alike. On social media, videos posted by residents of the capital show drivers quickly parking on sidewalks, fearing they might be blinded by the storm. The streets, covered in these balls of ice, gave Paris the fleeting appearance of a snowy capital. The mercury plummeted, with the temperature dropping from 27 to 15 degrees Celsius in a matter of minutes, according to La Chaîne Météo. A wind gust of nearly 90 kilometers per hour was recorded in Parc Montsouris. Following this violent storm, traffic was disrupted on several Parisian metro lines, while several stations were flooded. The heavy rainfall was forecast by La Chaîne Météo, which predicted thunderstorms north of the Loire, then in the Midi-Pyrenees and Auvergne in the evening. Hail was also expected, especially in Champagne-Ardenne and the southwest. Thunderstorms are also forecast for Sunday south of the Loire, affecting Occitanie, the Rhône Valley, the Alps, and the northeast of the country. Hail and wind gusts sometimes exceeding 90 kilometers per hour are also expected to sweep through these regions. Temperatures are expected to drop further, with the arrival of an even cooler air mass from the north. The drop in temperatures will spread across the country early next week. Next week promises to be cool in France, with temperatures often below seasonal norms and an autumnal feel. Some morning frosts could occur in the center of the country and even in the northeast. Several streets and metro stations were flooded, causing delays to public transport and the closure of some stations. Metro lines 2, 3, 6, 7, and 9 were affected, with some stations closed. As of 7:45 p.m., lines 3 and 9 were still affected, with the Porte de Champéret, Alma-Marceau, and Voltaire stops unserved. Motorists were also surprised, reports the Citizen website, relayed by Le Parisien, with a buildup of traffic jams on the roads of the Paris region during the storm. On the SNCF side, a few power outages were observed without any impact on traffic. In terms of material damage, the Paris Fire Brigade recorded around 30 interventions in Paris and its inner suburbs during the afternoon, reports Le Parisien, specifying that these were mainly fallen trees, water leaks, and materials about to fall. Cars as well as the terraces or storefronts of many businesses were also damaged, but despite the violence of the hailstorm, no incidents involving any people were reported. Thunderstorms occurred in western France, particularly in the Manche, Orne, and Eure departments. After reaching Paris in the mid-afternoon, the storm continued towards Bordeaux, the Pays de la Loire region, and the Rhône-Alpes region. Meanwhile, around 30 firefighters responded to the fires across the capital, the department told local media. No one was injured, but trees fell and material damage, particularly to cars, was reported. A violent hailstorm hit the Lyon metropolitan area this Saturday afternoon and evening, particularly affecting the Confluence and 7th arrondissement districts, according to reports relayed on X by local media. Videos showed hailstones covering the ground, forcing shoppers in Confluence to stay indoors, while urban runoff disrupted traffic, particularly on the A6 motorway between Lyon and Mâcon, where visibility was reduced. No major damage, such as severe flooding or infrastructure damage, was reported, and the Rhône Fire Department did not report any significant response operations. No official assessment has been made yet, particularly on vehicles or agricultural crops, which are vulnerable to hailstorms. This episode is part of a weather deterioration expected for the weekend, putting an end to summery weather, with temperatures dropping after a peak of 27 degrees Celsius. Meteo France is maintaining its vigilance against possible new storms this Sunday, May 4th, recommending avoiding flood-prone areas and reporting any damage. The Rhône has been on yellow alert for thunderstorms since 3 p.m. this afternoon and will be on yellow alert again overnight, and then on Sunday from 12 p.m., according to the Meteo France bulletin. Meteo France has announced a risk of hail in the areas of Trades, Tarare, Villefranche-sur-Saône, Neuville-sur-Saône, L'Arbressel, and Neuville-sur-Saône. Meanwhile, Spain has started May with heavy rainfall as a powerful Atlantic front has swept across the country, bringing widespread showers, hail, and cooler temperatures. The state meteorological agency, EMET, has issued orange alerts for severe storms, strong winds, and hail in central and eastern areas of the peninsula. These include Aragon, Castilla-La Mancha, and the Valencian community. In Ciudad Real, towns were blanketed by a thick layer of hail after a violent morning storm. Spain has started May with heavy rainfall as a powerful Atlantic front has swept across the country, bringing widespread showers, hail, and cooler temperatures. The state meteorological agency, EMET, has issued orange alerts for severe storms, strong winds, and hail in central and eastern areas of the peninsula. These include Aragon, Castilla-La Mancha, and the Valencian community. In Ciudad Real, towns were blanketed by a thick layer of hail after a violent morning storm. Cities like Jaén, Granada, and Lleida will barely reach 26 degrees Celsius. Saturday will bring thickening clouds and more showers, especially in the west, east interior, and Balearic Islands. By Sunday, rain is expected almost everywhere, with persistent downpours likely in the north.